this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will get the first possession of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's locked. Here's the pressure. Avoids but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Washington's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their...
There he goes! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
It's such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game. It sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burrell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Behind this big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
First down. Roughing the passer.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air. It's Locke. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Blasted as he lets it go.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Back to throw, it's locked. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man, it's Hayes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 40, there he goes.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays. all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after. Breaks into the open. And they swarm him under.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw, it's Locke. Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Texas A&M. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pulls it in. It's Washington. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Finds his man. It's Harris.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well.
Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Harris. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Off-play action on first down. Myers on the move. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to throw, it's Locke. Fires to the big fella. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Lions.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
That's a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback. He wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and he got his big paws in the air to knock it away.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. The defense putting points on the board.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, give on the inside. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Locke. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Booth. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's got him. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Golden Gophers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A first down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation. You can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now they take the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by just 4 to West Virginia. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Still running at the 40. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll run the toss. He breaks a tackle. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. And the Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the time. Nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Booth. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Locke. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Hayes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get Matt. Oh, he's got some space. to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little space. Got the first down and more. It's a running, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got...
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to pass. It's Luck. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2.
Breaks into the open. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal blocking back.